Hey, my party animals. I am back with another fun Q&A. I have been collecting many a question from you guys, and I've got a few Q&As coming up with some fun, flirty questions from you guys. Now, if you want to get in on my next Q&A and you're like, but I didn't get my question in this time, don't worry. Comment your questions below on this or any other Q&A, and I will be sure to add them to my next Q&A. Now, it might not be the very next one, but it's definitely added to a Q&A that's going to be coming soon. I like to do these once a month or once every couple months, depending on how many questions we get. I love answering your guys' questions. It feels so interactive and like we really get to communicate between us. Now, of course, if you guys are looking for the extra fun stuff, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, my OnlyFans or my website is the place to go for that. I can't link those both directly here, of course, because they're a little bit too risque for YouTube. But if you go to my link tree, which is linktr.ee/Katie Banks, it will have them linked there so you guys can go check those out. Alrighty, we ready for these questions? Here goes. Have you added anything new to your bucket list? I'm always kind of adding new things to my bucket list, whether it's new hikes I want to go on, maybe cool things I want to taste or try, or maybe it's something fun I want to do on a rainy day. I'm always kind of adding to it. I'd like to do a little bit more traveling, mostly just for relaxation, so I'm kind of wanting to go away to a beach somewhere. That would be nice. I've added that to my bucket list. Big on my bucket list is I would like to interact with more animals, finding out where there is cool little like cafes, maybe here or other places that I might visit, much like there was in Japan. Then I can go to like the piggy cafe like I did in Japan, which is included in one of my Japanese videos. If you haven't checked those out, I'll link it below. Then you can go hang out, have your cup of coffee, and interact with the little piggies or the bunnies or the fill in the blanks. I just kind of like to interact and feel like I get to witness and see fun, cute little things. Did I get a chance to go and see snow like I wanted to? Well, being that I'm in Canada, it's not that hard to find snow, thankfully. Every Christmas Eve, because a white Christmas in Vancouver, BC, can be a very big hit and miss, unfortunately. As much as, yes, the rest of Canada gets a lot of snow, BC, specifically Vancouver, we are more of a rainforest. We get lots of rain and it doesn't usually get too cold to the point where we get super cold and get lots of snow. I did get to see snow for New Year's as we went up to my in-laws' house and they have lots of snow, so we had so much fun in the snow. Have I done any traveling lately? There was Japan. That was last year, though. Japan was lots of fun. It was also quite pricey. So it kind of used up our travel budget, I would say. But that said, we do like to do lots of local trips. We did go up to visit TC's in-laws, like I just stated. They live not too far, but a good, half-day road trip. We went there and it's fun to kind of see around their winter wonderland and get to enjoy their favorite things with them. We also like to go up there in the summer and do the same kind of thing. We also like to get to Vancouver Island, which is always beautiful and lots of fun. You're by the ocean, lots of hikes, fires by the beach, all that kind of outdoor stuff, which is always fun. I love doing that kind of stuff. Other than that, nothing too big plans for trips this year. Going to be going up more, I think, into the interior of BC and kind of just exploring my own province. I haven't done that enough, and I feel like it's a good time to start. Have I ever seen the sci-fi show Sliders? It's from the 80s and 90s, where a group of people travel through wormholes every episode. I actually have not. It sounds very similar to another show that I saw. It was called Timers or something like that. I don't remember. But I saw it on Netflix. That looked really interesting. I haven't seen Sliders. Sounds up my alley. I love anything sci-fi. So I'm going to add that to my list and try to figure out where I can find that. Hopefully it's streaming somewhere, because I'm sure TC and I would love to dig into another sci-fi show. We do love our sci-fi. You could name a pretty obscure sci-fi show and we've probably heard of it or watched it. Where do you get tanned? Am I a beach girl or am I more of a tanning bed kind of girl? I could say both. I used to tan a lot more if you look back at some of my older content, because I have been online now for 15 years. I am a lot darker, a lot more tanned. I used to go tanning in a tanning bed. Now, I still would like to tan in a tanning bed just a little bit because I am naturally, as you might be able to tell right now, this is my winter color. I am so pasty white, I probably blend in with walls that are white, which literally I've lived in a house with like cream white walls, and literally I did blend into the wall. So I do like to get a little bit of what I consider a base tan on. And I do that mostly for safety because I don't want to turn into a lobster should I spend more than an hour outside during the summer. But to do that as of late, I just tan on my back patio. I prefer that as opposed to a tanning bed now. Do I listen to Nickelback? I do. I actually really like Nickelback. I think they're a pretty good band. I like their music. I've liked a range of their music for the range of their albums and their career. I know some people kind of like harp on them or think, ew, Nickelback. But personally, I do like them. I think it's cool that they're Canadian and that they're from BC. So I like to support my locals. What superpower would I choose? Ooh, they say top 3 and then top 1, if I could only have one. Top 3, I would say ability to fly, because I'd really like to just and fly to where I want to go. It just seems so much easier. Would like super strength because I feel like that would come in really handy for a lot of things that I want to do. Renos, collecting rocks, moving ginormous sex dolls around my house to review. And all the fun things accordingly. And the third one, I feel like being able to lift things, move things, or control things with my mind would be pretty cool. I think that would be pretty helpful so I could sit here and be like, I really want another can of Coca-Cola out of the fridge. Ooh, got it. You know, kind of like using the force. I'd like my metachlorine count to be much higher. Now, if I could only pick one thing, just one thing, I'd probably go with the ability to fly because I feel like that would be the most fun and I feel like I would use that the most. This is a good one. What would it mean to me or how would I feel if I got one of those YouTube plaques or awards? Well, I've been working pretty hard to get mine. Unfortunately, I would say this is my second YouTube channel. Before I learned that YouTube is a little bit more restrictive and particular about nipples, etc., I had lost my original channel. I've been using this one now for years and years and years. But of course, it's always hard when you've built a following and then you lose that channel and now you come back trying to build that following back up. It never quite gets to the same level, sadly. I've been working towards getting my YouTube plaque. I really would love a YouTube plaque because of all the awards I could get. I feel like that's one I actually could achieve easily. And I feel like that's one I could have up on my wall and it wouldn't be like, Pornhub all over it, because those are the other plaques I have. It is definitely a goal of mine to get the plaque. I'm at about 77,000 subscribers here on YouTube. I need to get to 100,000. Now, I think we can do it. I keep trying to involve new videos, new fun things, trying different ways to engage with you guys and have you engage with me so we can get more followers. So I would be super ecstatic, like super excited and super happy with that if I could get one. But there you go, guys. Some fun, interesting questions. Thank you to everyone who submitted questions. As I said previously, comment below with your new questions. I'll put those in a coming soon Q&A. And I hope that you guys have a fantastic week. Of course, there's probably a panty try-on coming up pretty quick, as well as some other fun things that you guys get to interact with me. So I hope that you will check those out, and I will hopefully see you guys later. Click the pictures of my face. One's Patreon, one is subscribing, and the videos you see on your screen are other fun things I know you're going to like. Bye for now, guys.